Good evening, everyone. Everyone, this is my new phone. I have no idea. Let me turn this television off because this thing is bright. This is my first time recording on this new Samsung. I gotta look at the name of it, y'all. It's called Samsung. Well, it's a Galaxy A32 5G. Now, I don't know what that means, y'all, but I'm looking mighty bright up here. I don't know if, but the background or something appears to be dark. But anyway, let me tell you what happened when my daughter and I and her son was out on our little excursion this afternoon. Well, we was on target because her son had a half a day from school, and so she actually went to pick him up so he wouldn't have to ride on the bus, so she would have, more time. He wouldn't have to worry about him. He's 11 years old, but, so she picked him up from school, and it was early afternoon. We went to we went to the T-Mobile store because the only thing we had to do was get her phone connected and my phone connected and to pair my Samsung Galaxy Watch. But guess what, y'all? We get home and find out that nothing that I have is compared. Now, the guy that was, helping us out, I think he was a little new, maybe a little green or wet behind the ear or something. I don't know what the situation was, y'all. But when I got home, nothing, my phone wouldn't work. And I couldn't get into my phone. And so Google keeps telling me to enter my password, and I was putting in the wrong password. And, and so finally I looked in my little book that I keep right here. Let's see if I'm recording. Oh, yeah, it's recording. Okay, this is my little book, y'all, that I got a lot of things written down in, a lot of passwords, email addresses, and stuff like that. I've been doing that for years, even old passwords are still in there, old emails are still in there, things that I don't no longer use. And so apparently I was giving the wrong password for my Google account. But that is weird because I thought all this time that as long as you had a YouTube account and your Google account were connected, because that's what I've been doing. At least I thought that's what I was doing. And they said that I had the wrong account. And I couldn't get through to my phone. And so I look in my book and I do see a separate account for YouTube and a separate account for Google. I said, well, blow me down. And after we spent a whole hour and a half at that, it had to be an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because when we came out of there, we were starving, and neither one of us had had lunch, because the time that we always leave around the time, which the plan is to eat out anyway. Some nasty food, I tell you, y'all. We had McDonald's. I wish I had saved that. It might be somewhere around here now. I ordered a Big Mac. It wasn't hot. It looked like they had just. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I got it in here. I'm gonna see because I want this. I want someone to witness what I. Oops! I don't think this thing is gonna stand up. You know what? I'm not gonna show it to you because I can't. I can't get this thing to stand up, and I don't want to damage this phone because it doesn't have a. What do you call a protective covering? Doesn't have one of these on it. This is my old one. And you know what? This goes to my old phone. I thought that both of these phones were the same size, but they're not. This phone is a little bit bigger than that phone. And so now, here I am. I got to order another protective cover. I gotta make sure I got some money in the bank first before, I order from Amazon. I order one of those otter boxes, what do you call it? Not a screensaver, but the cover, for the phone. And I thought that cover was gonna just fit Go figure, y'all. Same phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy. Only thing is a different, got a little something else going on over here. See, this is the phone right there. But I had no idea it was bigger all this time. You know, I had it because it came in the mail. And I thought it was the same size. I said, excuse me, Samsung. I ain't know. But anyway, after we get from the phone, we goes out to get something to eat. By this time, my daughter, she's frustrated. She's, she's wound up like a clock or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we went to get something to eat. My grandson, he decided he wanted McDonald's. He wanted Mickey D's. I said, okay, I'll have Mickey D's, which I really wanted some Chinese food, but I haven't been able to find a good Chinese food, to me, the Chinese restaurants around here have just about, I don't know, everything's changed. The food is not the same. But then I noticed my taste buds also. So, but anyway, he said he wanted the McDonald's, and he ordered his. My daughter ordered his order, and then because she had some kind of app or something, you get a discount or whatever. I don't know what they be doing, y'all. I just go along with the ride. I don't know. And so she ordered his food. And then I said, well, I want a Big Mac. I said, I ain't had a Big Mac in years. Been a long time since I had a Big Mac. I said, just a Big Mac and some fries and a Sprite with no ice. Plain, simple order. Well, allow me to tell you that Big Mac looked like to me, the lettuce, there was so much lettuce on it, that lettuce was spilling all over out of the sandwich. And inside the sandwich, it looked like they had taken a glob of mayonnaise and just slapped it on there. I'm saying to myself, where's the special sauce and pickle and the tomato, whatever else is supposed to go on a Big Mac? It was so terrible I couldn't even eat it, y'all. But I wasn't going to dare ask my daughter to take it back because we had left. We went through the drive-thru and we had driven off because she wanted Popeyes, and where I live, I'm in my hood now. And where I live, everything is like basically on that same strip, the same highway, street. And so we drove from McDonald's and we went down. First she wanted Wendy's. And then she said, I feel like I want a biscuit. Twirled around in Wendy's, came back out, drove right down the street to Popeyes. And I'm up there, I'm going to taste this is where I'm tasting my Big Mac at, because, we're right down the street. She's parked, and so she's got to go inside of Popeyes to get her order. And I looked at that Big Mac while I was in there. You know how you eat the fries while riding along, you're just picking up a fry. So the fry was as expected. They were lukewarm, room temperature. I'm like, what is going on? It's Christmas and McDonald's food's supposed to be piping hot because everybody's out shopping and they're going to McDonald's to get them something to eat because they ain't cooking, all right? That's why everybody's food should have been hot. But McDonald's wasn't, and it was sorry the way they had put that sandwich together. And so my daughter is inside of Popeyes. And I'm sitting out, me and my grandson, we're sitting out there in the car. And I asked my grandson, I said, what would you do if you had $1 million? He said, I'd give $500,000. Now, he's in the 6th grade. He said, I'd give $500,000, half of it to charity. I said, what? He said he would give $500,000 to charity. And I said, what about the all-around grandma? I'm giving the all-around grandma. He said he would give the rest of it to his mother, and she would probably have to give me something because he don't know how to manage money that good. It was so funny. It was so funny. But I said, you don't want a basketball court or a swimming pool or something like that? He said, those things are not that important. I was shocked. I mean, the things that he was saying really made sense. But I was shocked to hear it coming from his own mouth. Because the first thing I was expecting him to say, yeah, swimming pool, basketball court, tennis court, and all this kind of stuff, a fine house and all that. He said, no, those things are not that important. That's what he said. I said, well, let me learn something from the mouth of babes, honey. And he said he would give his mother the other 500,000. So I said, well, what about your family? You don't give him anyone. He said he let his mother decide that because he's not old enough to make that decision. I tell you, that was funny to me, and I probably got the story wrong. But anyway, y'all, that's what, the main thing is he wanted to give it to charity. He said because he wanted to help the people. A lot of people, needed some help and stuff, and so he wanted to, give his money to charity. I said, well, you could give him charity like 100,000 or something. So he wanted to know, he didn't give him half of it. I said to myself, I give the charity too, but I don't give half. I give some. That's what I do now. That's how I roll. But he's from he's from a different a horse with a house with a different color or something. Because he wants to give half of his cash. I don't think so. I ain't giving half of my cash unless it comes in a dream or something that the Lord say the same. But anyway, y'all, that was the excursion that we was on today, and I got me some. No, this is not McDonald's. Well, there was a little bit of Sprite left, and I had some Kool-Aid, and so I added some Kool-Aid in here because I'm kind of thirsty, And the Sprite mixed with a Kool-Aid is pretty good. It really is. And let's get back to the Vlogmas, y'all. Well, I ain't never said anything about the Vlogmas yet, but anyway, today is the 23rd day of the Vlogmas. 2 more days, y'all. If you ain't got that shopping done now, what should you be doing? You should be out there shopping right about now. I'm done. I'm done. I'm good to go. I got everybody and everything, and everybody's square. And we're here, over here, Because I took the easy way out. See my, oops. Uh-oh. I thought that phone just went. Now, this is a brand new phone, y'all. I thought. Now, how are the people going to tell me I can't pair my watch? See, I'm supposed to be able to if I forget my phone at home, but I got my watch in, I'm supposed to be able to make a call on this watch. I'm supposed to answer my phone with this watch. And so, I can't do that. Now, as a fact, my granddaughter, I mean, not my granddaughter, but my daughter's friend said I need a whole new number for this watch. I said, I ain't never heard anything like that. I said, because they told us at the T-Mobile store when she bought it, that I should be able to pair it with my phone, and it would ring on my arm, and all I got to do is say, hello, or whatever, however you answer, which I don't know how to do that, but, that's what they told me. But he's saying I said, well, maybe I got to go back to the phone, to that T-Mobile store, because I was expecting more than that. And what I want a phone that ain't going to do a John Brown thing for? It's just going to sit up on my arm. It's not doing anything. I haven't read it. I ain't nobody going to read all that fine print and all that stuff. I don't think anybody does. I don't even know where the instructions and all that kind of stuff is, y'all. But I'll look for it, or either I'll go online and see what the text say, see what they say up there about it. And I think that's about all I was going to tell y'all this evening, because it's not much, it's a little bit of something that was going on this afternoon. I should have brought y'all along. That's what I should have done, to the phone store. Now, that was a circus, I tell you. The last time, we didn't stay in there quite as long as we did that last time, the first time we went, because we was at the mall. And oh my goodness, it was really a circus over there. And even here, those stores, I mean, when we first went in there, I think maybe there was a couple of people in there ahead of us. But after a while, it looked like the store was almost full. I was like, wow. And my grandson, I have a grandson, one of the grandsons in North Carolina. He used to work for Sprint, but he no longer works for Sprint. But I could see what he was going through because all of a sudden, all these people came out from nowhere. But we would believe it or not, because we ran into so many issues while we was in there with this guy that was, helping us. We were the last ones out. People came in after us, were gone before we were. But we were still in there. And I said, no, there's something ain't right with this guy. We should have had another. I don't know if I called them tomorrow, it would be an issue, something that they could, fix while just by being on the phone, and I tell them what the issue was or is, that maybe, they could fix it just there on their end, or do I have to go back into the store? Because there's question that the thing is tearing it. The watch itself is working. It's working, and it's working because I see it moving. And the phone, this is the phone that's working. So it shouldn't be an issue. The issue should probably be somewhere in their tech, their thing, whatever it is. But anyway, I hope I get it done. Probably, I'm going to call them tomorrow. Well, I'm going to let my daughter call because she's a better negotiator than I am. Because she's a talker, believe me. She talks a whole lot. Hi, Daddy. I love you. I know she's going to watch the video. That's why I said that. But anyway, y'all, I think I'm going to get ready to get off here and hang up the video. I haven't been up here that long this time. I've only been up here for 16 minutes. And I came up here, I said, oh my goodness, I didn't do my Vlogmas today. And I have on my, wait a minute, let's see. Where's my sweater? As cold as it is, this is the sweater that I never wore. It's still very wrinkled, y'all. Well, it's not a sweater. I don't know what it is. Well, it is a sweater. It's real thin, like a hoodie. And I had ordered it from Amazon, which they said I could send it back up until January. It's chilly in here, I can tell you that. Because it's been cold all day up here. But I'm not a fan of heather gray. I like my solid gray, like this gray right here. Give me that. Give me some solid. I don't like heather that much. Heather nothing, because they had a lot of different heathers. But I put it on just because I had on gray and black. And on that note, y'all, I guess I'm getting ready to hang up the video before I reach that. Well, it's 18 minutes. I wonder why it seems like the time flies so fast when I'm up here talking to the YouTube community, the YouTube. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good evening, everyone.